Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liad. Today we're diving into the fourth video of my daily painting series, not the third, like I started recording, reading the wrong script. If you missed the earlier videos or project announcement, be sure to check them out after this video to see some cool paintings and learn more about the project. The TLDR is, I'm doing daily paintings and videos and selling them for a special price of $250 on my website. This piece is a 9x12 oil painting on ABS, inspired by a photo I found online. As always, I'll link and credit the original in the description below. The reference for this piece, like yesterday's, was a black and white photo, and just like in yesterday's video, I used Photoshop to colorize the photo, giving me a starting point. If I work directly from the black and white photo, I constantly need to hold in my mind what colors I want, where they go, and to superimpose that in my imagination onto the photo. All of that is mentally taxing and prevents me from using my full focus on other elements of the painting. By colorizing it, I offload some of that effort onto the reference. But I don't rely on colorize 100%, it's just a starting point. I'll tweak the colors in Photoshop or directly in the painting as needed. The hair was the first element that drew me to this reference. It was so fun to paint. I don't have just one approach to painting hair. Instead, I adapt my technique based on what I want to achieve in each painting. Looking at my recent portraits, I realized I haven't painted anyone with flat, straight hair in a while. It might be fun to experiment with someone who has very uniformed hair. Maybe a character like Lady Gaga with her bow wig, Sia, or even Jim Carrey's iconic bowl cut from Dumb and Dumber. If you have any suggestions of people or characters that have very flat uniformed hair, let me know in the comments. It might be fun to play with that and see how far we can push that element. This painting is punchier and more vibrant than my usual atmospheric moody style and has stronger sections of light and dark. Yet, within these unified value sections, there is a surprising amount of nuance and subtle detail. Take the eyes, for instance. They emerge as a subtle yet powerful secondary focal point. And thanks to the overall contrast in the piece and the delicate way they're painted, the eyes carry the true emotional intensity of the painting, at least in my opinion. For the background, I kept it loose and abstract, but I wanted to preserve the diagonal line that leads to her and to her eyes. Because the background isn't just a single color or an abstract gradient, but rather alludes to real things, this painting I don't think has the feeling of emerging from the surface. Rather, this painting almost feels like a snapshot memory, which perhaps is just how I process memories. As painting, it's an amusing thought. What feeling does this painting evoke for you? One of my favorite aspects of this piece was playing with textures. I used palette knives, rubber brushes, and bristle brushes to create a variety of effects. I'm not sure what those rubber brushes are actually called, but it basically looks like a brush with a single rubber piece instead of the bristles. These tools helped add depth and dimension to the painting, and you can see all the texture in the paint marks. There'll be a close-up at the end of the video. The nose ring proved to be the most challenging part, not because it was complicated, but because of my own stubbornness. I refused to use one of my new brushes in a foolish attempt to preserve them as long as possible. So instead, I used older brushes with frayed bristles, which made it so much more difficult to paint at that teeny size. I've heard mixed experiences from other artists about brush longevity. Some claim they've used the same brushes since college, which blows my mind. I only use synthetic brushes, and I've been experimenting with leaving them in mineral oil between sessions to extend their life. If you have any tips for brush care, let me know in the comments. By the way, because the quality difference between natural and synthetic brushes isn't nearly significant enough, if there even is a quality gap, to warrant using natural hair brushes, in my opinion. It probably doesn't make any difference, but I'm still not going to do it. Well, that's a wrap for the fourth video in the series. I hope you enjoyed seeing this piece come together as much as I enjoyed painting it. If you're passionate about art and want to connect with others, consider joining my Discord community. The link is in the description, along with my social media. If you're interested in owning this painting, it's available for the special price of $250 on my website. As always, if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell to support the channel and stay updated on future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.